Alrighty. Good afternoon, evening, morning, wherever the fuck it is in your corner of the world. It's let's see, episode 6 of Star Trek Picard. This one was a special episode because it was directed by Jonathan Frakes. I decided to spice up the stream tonight or today and put some fucking music in the background. Cause why? Today's theme was we're going to a party, and why not? They got music the whole fucking time. I'm gonna play music the whole fucking time. Nervous drinking for the working man. Um, I'm not gonna lie. This episode actually was. It was actually pretty good. Excuse me. I actually enjoyed this episode until a certain point. And we'll get to that when we get to that. So, without further ado, let's get into this because we started off with a recap of last week. Well, pretty much they recapped the past like 6 weeks of Q, Picard, what's going on, blah blah blah. So pretty much, if you didn't watch last week's stream, this is pretty much what happened. This Romulan chick who looks like Lara, she's actually human. Her name, I don't even know. We're just gonna call her T. Because that's all I can't remember her fucking name. We're gonna call her T. T's like, look, I've been looking after your ancestor for a very long time, blah 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 blah. So fuck it. Anyways. Motherfucker's on the floor. This is where the episode starts. He is legit on the fucking. Nobody knows what happened. I don't even know what happened. Jean-Luc is he appears to be bleeding from the mouth, and he's not looking too good. And as this is happening, you hear what's his fucking name? Rios and that Romulan chick, T. They come running and you hear him go, Admiral, we gotta help him. We can't take him to a hospital. And then you hear Rios go, I know somebody. We'll get to that in a minute. And then that's like legit 34 minutes later. So there's a clock from when all this happened. There's legit a clock. So this happens legit 34 minutes. You know, down the road. Fuck it. Whatever. 34 minutes ago previously. Whatever. Fuck it. Whatever. I don't care. They don't care. Whatever. Jonathan Frakes didn't care. Anyways, so you go back to the party. They're in line waiting for Agnes because last episode, Agnes was the first person to get in there because why? She's a hacker. And so she can go hack. So, girl, little red dress, she got popped by security. She's sitting in the security fucking thing. We'll get to that in a second. Homegirl and Picard are having a little Jesus Christ. They're like eye fucking each other. They might as well just fuck this season. Swear to God. She's like, look, when your ancestor gets nervous, she does this thing with her earlobe. She'll tug on her earlobe and all that shit. And and so he called her Laris one more time, and she's like, look, you do some funny, weird shit with your voice when you talk about her. He's like, oh, she's not important. And so she's like, good to know. That's how I know when you're lying. She pretty much gave him that fuck you face. So, Rios is like, hey, what's going on? Like, hopefully everything's working out. And they're like, hey, Agnes, what's going on? And Agnes, and Picard's like, hey, yeah, what's going on? Agnes, are you there? And then she's chilling in the fucking thing. And she's like, yeah, give me a second, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, the Borg Queen is sitting next to her. You can't see her. They have that moment again where you see before she blew the side of her neck off. That moment where Agnes and her are having that come to Jesus moment where she's like, I'm just going to pretty much put my nanoprobes up in you. I digress. Moving on. So Rios is standing there, he's waiting, and his name tag doesn't work. Agnes is still handcuffed to the chair. The Borg Queen's like, do you want me to help? And she's just like, no, I got it. Because she put something out of her fucking cooch. She pulled something out of her cooch. I don't even know. She's not wearing it. I can tell she's not wearing the proper attire in this little red dress because there's really nothing to this little red dress. So she pulled out some knockout gas. I'm gonna call it cooch gas that knocked her out, knocked out the security, and the Borg Queen's like, "Hey, dumbass, you should have waited for Homeboy to at least get up and kind of walk towards you before you knocked him out with your cooch gas." But whatever. Boy. So she's like legit sitting there. Hold on, yeah, she's like legit sitting there. And so she's like, here, pull. And so she tells her to pull. The Borg fucking helps her out. She hacks into the fucking computer, puts in like this little fucking USB, whatever. I really wasn't paying attention. I was eating some fries and they were yummy at that point in time. So pretty much they got into the party. They got into the party. Blah, 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 blah. Long fucking intro this time just to show, you know, Jonathan Frakes' name. So now we are at 24 minutes. Between then and now, we're at 24 minutes because they just showed him. He's looking like death. I don't know how an android can look like death, but we'll find out. You'll find that out later. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Meanwhile, these two cute little couple, they actually kind of look cute together in this episode. Their little banter back and forth is just like a cute little old couple. It was cute. It was cute. I give them that. Meanwhile, they're looking at Homegirl Picard from afar, you know, because she's nervous drinking. Homegirl slamming some shots. She's doing shots at the fucking bar. And he's like, does she usually drink like this? And she's like, no, but, you know, she's going into quarantine. So, you know, fuck it. Hurrah. And, let's see what the fuck happened here. More talking. Oh, here we go. Borg Queen over here is talking to Girardi, going, hey, you're no fun. Let's have some fun. Beanie, let's get your endorphins going, girl. Let's fuck shit up. And Agnes is like, no, hey, I'm here to complete my mission. And you're just, I gotta figure out how to get you out of my head. Dumb bitch. You should have just let her die. And she's like, pretty much, the Borg Queen pretty much said, well, you should have just let me die then. Your loss, my gain. Ha ha ha. Winning. Hashtag Borg Queen winning at this point, because she did a zinger where she's like, well, you should just let me die. And Agnes is like, yeah. She got her. She grabbed her by the cooch. She grabbed her by the taint. Had her by the taint. All right. She's just pretty much like, look, you're a boring bitch. We're gonna have some fun tonight. And Agnes is like, no. And she's like, yeah, we are. You just don't know it yet. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Now, Rafi here, chilling at the bar, looking at alcohol, wanting to have that drink. She's like, I'll have a club soda. Good for her. Good for her. Rios comes over. He is like in love with the 21st century. He's like, this century's awesome. He's like, the food is great. The people are great. He's like, I actually have an actual cigar. It's not replicated. He was so fucking happy. He pulled out a cigar and he's just smelling it. He's like, you gotta smell this. You gotta smell it. You gotta love it. He's like, have you ever seen a matchbook like this? He's all excited about seeing matches. He's like a little fucking kid. Like a little kid. Oh, yeah. So they got excited about fire and actual shit. And he's just like, yeah, he's like, this century's intense. He's like, you know, with the car honking and all the politics and shit. Motherfucker, you just forgot. 2 episodes, he was taken by ice. They forgot about that. Forget about that. That didn't happen. Forget about it. They forgot it. He forgot about it. So she blows out the fucking, blows like, you know, blows her pride, blah, blah, blah. He's like, look, I care about you. Don't drink. Be sober. You know, blah, 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 blah. Then they look over at Seven. Seven looking good. Jerry Ryan looks good as ever. The dress they had for her, not the best choice. Not the best color. Not for Jerry Ryan. They show her. She's just chilling. She's got eye candy up the ass. She's like, you know, she's like, I like looking at Seven with all, you know, without the baggage. Which is, you know, look at her. She looks great. But that color, that dress right there does not look good on her. That doesn't look, that's not a proper color for Jerry Ryan. The dress looks amazing. If it was a different color, it would be popping. It'd be banging. Just saying, she hot like a tiger. I'm just gonna let you guys marinate on that for a minute. Beautiful smile too. Shout out to Jerry Ryan. Anywho, damn. So Rafi has like a moment where she looks up and she sees dead Eldor, and she's just like, "Oh my god, I need a drink! I need a drink! I need a drink!" And she doesn't drink. She doesn't drink. She was good. She was good. Meanwhile, these two, the lovebirds, Picard notices his ancestors still at the bar slamming them shots. I lost count on how many shots she was legit drinking. Like I literally I was trying to count how many shots this bitch was doing because she's in heels, so I'm figuring I'm like, bitch, she's gonna be toasted by the time but she was okay to walk. She was okay. She staggered a little. She was good. Astronauts, man, other level. So and she's like, she looks weird. Blah blah blah. What's going on? So what does she do? She hacks into her phone because Picard is homegirl. His fucking ancestors texting Q, aka her counselor. So what does T do? She hacks into her phone. So she's reading homegirl's text messages as she's texting Q. Privacy much? This kind of made me not want to even have a cell phone anymore. I'm like, Jesus Christ, this bitch just was like, hold on, I have an app for that. And pulls it up. Boom, boom. I'm already in her fucking phone looking at her goddamn messages. She's like, she's texting Q. She's having doubts about the mission, blah, blah, blah. He's encouraging her to give up. Yeah. Yeah. So John Luke's like, okay, I gotta talk to her. And she's like, how are you gonna... See, that's the face I had when I found out. I was like, she's got an app for that? Like, bitch, that's a slap you in the face. Like, bitch, you got an app for that? Anywho, so he's like, I gotta talk to her. She's pretty much like, what are you possibly going to say to her without kind of breaking the timeline, without saying who you really are to her? He's like, I don't know. I'm gonna wing it. I'm gonna do what I do. I'm gonna wing it. Meanwhile, Jesus Christ. So Picard leaves. The girl leaves. Female Picard leaves because she's done all her shots. I think she killed like 2 bottles by now of vodka. I don't know. It looked like she went through a lot. I don't know if she's a vodka drinker. Whatever. So she leaves. They're like, okay, here's our chance. Now we get to the little baby Agnes. Agnes and the Borg Queen. The Borg Queen's still trying to get her pussy wet. And she's like, look, don't you remember our little intercourse when... She's like, don't you remember when we had our little intercourse session on the La Serena? She's like, yeah, I do remember our intercourse. It wasn't, all magical rainbows and butterflies, and I didn't feel all satisfied at the end. But yeah, I remember it. She's like, look, we need to have some fun. She's like, I'm in you. I can somewhat control you sometimes, and you can control... Let's have some fun. Agnes is like, pretty much like, I can't do this. I can't do it. Rios comes over. And they have a little meeting. They're like, hey. She's like, hey, boy, hey. And he's like, hey, girl, hey. And he's like, are you okay? She's like, I'm not, I'm okay. Sitting here slamming champagne as usual. And he's like, look, I got a cool cigar. Because I'm just going to keep waving it throughout the whole scene. Like, look at it. I have a cigar, an actual cigar. It's not replicated. Good for you. Kind of want to send them a case of cigars in the 24th century. So the Borg Queen pretty much is like, dude, like, get some dick in you. Pulls pulls him and kisses him. She's just like, whoops. Yeah, Borg Queen's like, that's more like it. Oh, wait, hold on. She's still drinking. That's right. So Rios is like, okay, shit, that just happened. Agnes leaves. She's like, my pussy's wet. I gotta go. I totally forgot. Picard's still drinking. Totally forgot. Bitch is still drinking at the bar. She just finished. And now she's leaving. So this is Jean-Luc's chance. But wait for it. Data shows up. I mean, not Data. Dr. Soon shows up. And he's like, hey, Picard. And he acknowledges him as Picard. He knows who he is. He's like, we have a friend in common by the name of Mr. Q. He calls him Mr. Q, not Q. And so Picard's like, say what? Let's just say what face. He's like, he's no friend. He's like, you need to get out of whatever he's giving you. And he's like, look. Soon's pretty much telling him, look, I need you to get the fuck out of here, and I need to complete this mission. He's like, in order for me to complete this mission, I can get what I want, meaning he can save his daughter's life. Stay tuned for that shit. That was a very good twist. Very good twist. And look how old as fuck these two look. Just take a moment right there. Look how old they look. Jesus. God, Jesus, take the wheel. Spoiler warning, if you want to know what's going to happen in Season 3, they're coming back. The TNG cast is coming back. We'll get to that later. I have thoughts on that. So he's pretty much like, look, you got to get the fuck out of here. He's like, I ain't leaving. Bitch has my money. And he's just like, dude, you got to go. You really have to go. He's like, you're not going to fuck this up. Because this is like pretty much Soon's last chance to correct all his wrongs. So Picard finds out Soon just donated a shitload of money, so now he's like on the board, and he kind of goes, "Hey, this guy over here, I want him gone. Can you get him escorted?" As soon as that happens, you see some fucking security guards look like some goddamn Borg going. They track him down. So. Cut to a commercial. Now we're at 14 minutes. 14 minutes until this accident occurs. Oh shit, did I say accident? Oops. So he's like, fuck, we gotta go. Abort. We need a distraction to get the fuck out of here. They're trying to contact Agnes and security, blah, 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 blah. Here we go. Here's the most stupidest shit. This is where shit got stupid. She's like, hey, Agnes is the Borg Queen's like, hey, you want to help? You want to be a bad bitch? Here we go. So she says, computer, access, blah, 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 blah. Meaning turn off the fucking lights. She turns off the lights. The place goes dark. So, in the chat real quick, does anybody remember that song? Shadows of the Night, like we're running with the shadows of the night. That's the song she fucking sang. The whole fucking song. I got a nervous drink because of that. It was cringe. It was bad. She's got a great singing voice. Really good singing voice. Just not for this show. It became karaoke. Like when the alcohol hits that you're at a certain party and there's a certain song that comes on and you got that one friend that goes, ah shit, that's my jam. That's this bitch. That is this bitch. Yeah, so she's like, I'm gonna create a distraction and sing this song in particular and really piss people off. As a gay person, I'm very, very pissed off that she sang that song of all songs. Never gonna listen to that song again without thinking this. So she's up there just doing her own little dance, song and dance. Meanwhile, Picard, she's tripping the fuck out. She's having a nervous breakdown. She's pretty much having doubts. She's got voices in her head and shit, and she's having flashbacks of like when she was in this flight simulator, just failing. Meanwhile, Agnes is still, singing her shit, singing her little number. Because you can hear it in the background as Picard's having her little meltdown. Agnes is singing for this little crowd. She's just like, I'm so stunning and brave. I don't need no microphone. I don't understand because it's a live band. How she doesn't need a microphone. The acoustics are really great. I guess it's got to be really great in that fucking building. Anyways. She's almost done. She's almost done. And she's like, and done. So she feels good about herself. The crowd's like, yay, Agnes, whoop, whoop, whoop. The Borg Queen is standing right next to her, which nobody could see. And she was like, that was amazing. She's like pretty much giving her that, like, I just came. Like, I just came face. And she's like, you just gave me everything I fucking needed in order to me to mind fuck you and take control of your mind, bitch. She's like, what? She's like, I've been needing endorphins. She's like, you've been giving me stress. And she's like, and I can't get the fuck in your head. She's like, so I had you sing that song, which released enough endorphins that the Borg Queen can legit now. Now she's really inside Agnes. Yeah. And then Agnes's eyes fade to black and then they go back to normal. So now it's officially the Borg Queen who's in control. The Borg Queen is officially in control. Agnes is kind of like Mark Spector right now in Moon Knight. He's trapped in the fucking mirror while homeboy's taking care of shit. We're see, this is what I like about Jonathan Frakes when he directs Star Trek. His episodes are like 30 minutes to like 35 minutes long. He's short and sweet. I love this man. So, okay. Now that Agnes is now mind fucked. Here we go. Picard shows up and he's like, hey. He's like, look at you. Why are you back here? You look like you're about to fucking cry. Are you on your period? She's like, no. She's like, I'm really nervous and I'm doubting, hormones. And he's like, girl, I know. She's like, if you don't mind, I'd like to kind of be by myself so I can play with myself. And he's like, no. He's like, what I like to do in this situation is I like to talk about it. She's like, say what now? And she's like, well, do you have any subjects in particular? So what does he say? Look up. And there's like a little replica. There's like a fucking little spaceship. There's like this little fucking shuttle. Really cool fucking shuttle. Like little bloated shuttle. Which she called Spike. Because on the design it had like some spikes that had like some really cool fucking pistons and whatever. I let her have that geek moment because I was like, that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool name for a ship. And so John Luke's dick got hard. He was like, that's my Viagra. Yeah, I like it when you talk space. And she's just like, yeah, me too. My pussy's wet. I feel like I know you. And he's like, well, you kind of do, you kind of don't. He's like, my mom, used to like always tell was a lover of the stars. She was also trouble. Mom issues. When he says that, he has a flash. This motherfucker forgot to say throughout the whole episode. This motherfucker's been having flashbacks about his mom and what the fuck happened. Like he's having some hardcore PTSD right now. Like hardcore. He's like flashing back. So once he said that, you see his mom go, shh, look, John Luke. Oh my god, come find me. Blah blah blah. Anyways, and she's like, oh, your mom must be like, your mom, was lucky to have you. And he's like, yeah, she's cool. And starts like quoting family shit. Like, I guess family shit that she's probably heard now that he's hurt. Full circle. So he's pretty much telling her, bitch, if you do not do this, I don't exist. I can't go to the stars. I can't go to Ryza. I can't have one of the best relationships that I've ever had with this chick named Vosh, which still to this day I don't understand why he left her, but whatever the fuck, I digress. Anyways, meaning he's pretty much saying, get your fucking ass, wake the fuck up and get up in the goddamn star so I can actually do my shit. And he's like, please. And then he's like, oh yeah. And she's like, you know what? You're right. I think I'll do it. And he's just like, all right, cool. And they kind of have like a little moment, just a little moment where they kind of like look at each other and they kind of like go, all right, this is my ancestor. Not, but he knows. She doesn't. So, conversation, blah blah. Blah. They talked a lot. So he's pretty much like, hey, can I take you? He's like, I'm here to collect you. Actually, being a security guard, stage with the other astronauts because I think it was the governor, mayor, some dumb fuck is making a toast. She's like, oh, okay. And he's like, let's go. And so they have like this cute little walk. And, all right, so Data Boy. Soon is sitting in his car. I think it's a Tesla. Looked like a Tesla. I'm pretty sure it was a fucking, I'm pretty sure it was a goddamn Tesla. He's having some flashes of like when the antidote worked last episode and how she had her reaction and how Q was like, you know, hey, I can help you, blah 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 blah. Meanwhile, you got these two. She said, hey, why don't we go around the building, outside the building, and walk this way because it's quicker and we can avoid, and she wants to kind of avoid, you know, paparazzi. She's smart. This Picard is smart and good looking. I see where he gets his rugged looks. You know what I'm saying? I see where he gets it. I'm just kidding. So they're having a little mini conversation, and soon he's sitting in his car. Get your motor running. He's gonna hit a body. He fucking hits Picard. He pushes this Picard out of the way. This is where shit gets fucked up. He pushes this Picard out of the way, and yeah, he got hit by a Tesla. It was black. It was a black Tesla, SUV edition. I don't know what it is, but it was a Tesla, eco-friendly. And she's like, "Oh my god, the old man just got hit. Like the old man security guard just got hit." By the way, she's not wearing any underwear. You could tell, especially in that dress. In the way she's got her legs crossed. Anywho, fun fact for you. And there he is. He got hit by that car. He got hit by the car so hard, motherfucker bleeding. It was black, Boosh. The car was black. Okay, I don't know. Maybe in the daylight it may have been gray. I don't know. It looked black to me. Everybody who reviews this episode is gonna say it was at least black. I at least looked at it. It was a Tesla. Okay. So there's John Luke. Oh no. Bleeding from the mouth. He looks dead. You know what? I think. Fuck, hold on. Let's screen capture this. This is gonna be for like my. Boom! Wait, we'll do this later. Yeah, we're gonna crop. Yeah, we're gonna crop that. Yeah, we're gonna do this live. Boom! Alright. Alright, cool. That's gonna be I made a thumbnail real quick for like season 3 for the final episode. That's gonna be a beautiful picture. Anyways, so he's there. He's lying there. He just got clipped by a car. And now we're back. Now we're up to full time. So full time, that whole 34 minutes. Now we're up to current time. To where where we started off with the first episode of him literally lying on the floor, on the concrete. And so Rios is like, he looks dead, and this chick's like, I didn't suck his dick. And Picard up there is like, I gotta go. Is he alright? Like, send me, like, bye. And, like, they're arguing because they're like, hey, we can't take him to a hospital because he doesn't have ID. And she was like, well, what about the La Serena? He's like, it's a med bed, but it's not a doctor. So there you go. And he was like, oh, wait, I know somebody. Remember that Mexican chick? We're gonna go see her at the Mexican clinic. Because he has no papers and we don't know where he's from. So Rios is gonna go try and like get some pussy, but it ain't gonna happen. Oh, okay. Alright, so we're here at the hospital. Old boy's crashing. Like, he's. So, the first fucking thing she asks, she's like, does he have any conditions? And they're like, no. And then Rafi's like, well, he's had some Whoa, hold on. Not Rafi. Seven's like, well, he's had some issues. And she's like, well, what kind of issues? And they're like, well, transplants. So the doctor, of course, asks, well, how many what kind of transplants? And Rafi's like, all of them. Because we forgot he's an android. Until this moment when she uses the defibrillator because his heart rate's all out of whack. How he's got a heart rate, whatever. He's got a heartbeat, people. So she uses the defibrillator. That shocks the shit out of her stuff. And she's like, everybody get the fuck out. Like, she straight up was like, everybody get the fuck out. You, like, she looked at you, said, you, and you get the fuck out. Out. Get the fuck out of here. She's like, oh, you lying motherfuckers. You lying motherfuckers. And she's trying to figure shit out because she's just like, I don't fucking know. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Don't know what's going on. Now, we're gonna get into some father-daughter. This is a very sensitive subject. How do we start this? Okay, homegirl was sitting there listening to whatever, probably like some BTS or some shit. I don't fucking know, some boy band. And soon comes home looking like this, and she's like, "Oh my god, are you okay?" And he's just like, he is fucking spinning. He is spiraling out of control because he has realized he's lost. He's lost everything. He's lost money, funding, pretty much. I'm gonna get into it. And so he's having this Jesus take the wheel, kind of like come to Jesus, and he's just like, I've worked so hard. He's like, all I've done in my life, he's like, is just invent things and do things and make drugs and do all this in life. And he's like, and for one thing, he's like, the one thing I want to do, he's like, I can't do, which is save her. Because he failed. Homegirl's like, Dad, what's going on? You're freaking me the fuck out. And he's like, it's all good. It's all good. Daddy's having a moment. And he's continuing on, just rambling in like riddles of like things that he has done. And it's not making sense to her. And she's like, Dad, please, you're like really, really, really not making sense. And he's like, it's gonna make sense soon. She's just like, why? And he's like, there's the thing. He's like, what's the why? He's like, why do I do things? He's like, why do I do this? Why do I do that? He's like, dude is like lucid as fuck. He's just like, he's like, I know I can't save you. He's like, but I'm cool with that. He's made peace with knowing the fact that this bitch is gonna die. And he's cool with knowing that his daughter's gonna die. And she needs to kind of grasp terms that she's gonna die. And so he gets up and leaves. He's like, alright, so love you. And kisses. Have a good night. And he like leaves her alone, and she's like, the fuck? By the way, she's a really pretty actress. Really pretty. Beautiful actress. Great looking cast. Just shitty fucking. Anyways, meanwhile, back at the hospital. Homegirl's like, look at this corpse on the goddamn. Jesus Christ, he looks like a dead fucking corpse like that. He looks like a dead fucking corpse. Meanwhile, she's like, look, he's stable. So she's pretty much looking at him like, who the fuck are you? What are you? I like how they covered up his nips a little bit down there. She can't see Jean-Luc's nips. Old man nips. So she like walks out. She's like, hey, he's stable. She's like, I gotta go home and my son's gonna be up in an hour and he's gonna wonder why his mom for the second time this week is not home. And yeah. And so as she's leaving, Rios is like, hey, well, Rafi's like, can we go see him? And she's like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And so Rios is like, hey, thank you. And she's like, motherfucker. She wants nothing to do with Rios. She's like, bye, Rios. She's like, she's like, who are you? And he's like, trust me when I say we're the good guys. And she's like, the good guys always say that, and they're never really good. Boom, game, set, match. And so she walks away. All right. And he's just kind of butthurt. He's just sad. His heart's broken. So back at the Soon house, I don't understand why she hasn't done this in the first place. She gets on Daddy's computer, goes on Google, and goes, hey, I'm gonna start searching for my dad. Puts in his name. So she finds some shit on El Google. It says he's a hack and all this shit. Then she comes across some files on the computer, and there's a video of Soon and who we think is her. Stay tuned. And she's like, I don't remember this. So she goes to another thing, and there's like another fucking she finds another article where it says that he's been banned from following genetic experiments on soldiers. He's trying to make super soldiers and all this shit. He's trying to make life. Extend life. He's a mad scientist. People have titled him a mad scientist. She's still clicking. I mean, she's clicking like a motherfucker. So now she's finding all these files on her dad. Figuring out who he is until she finds his video files. She starts looking at his video files. He at least had 6 kids before her who have at least died from something, whether it's been heart failure, kidney failure, you name it, until it gets to this last video of him. And he's just like, knowing that this is the last time I'm going to do this, he's like, I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that she lives. He says her name, which is Cora, I think. And so she realizes, what the fuck am I? She doesn't know who she is. She doesn't know what she is. Pretty much, I don't even know who the fuck she is. I don't even know. Dun dun dun. So she's like, holy shit. Am I real or whatever? We don't know. So, meanwhile, back in Little Mexico, the Romulan chick has Picard's brain on this really cool little thing, and so the little lights that you see are his brain waves. So everybody's like, those are abnormal for somebody being in a coma. And she's like, yeah, it's like he's dreaming. He's fixated on something. Like I said, he's having flashbacks of his mom this whole episode, which has been fucking with him. Since when he got hit with the car, motherfucker went snoozing. And so she's like, look, I got this really, really cool idea. She said, why don't I go inside this motherfucker and kind of like root around his brain and figure out what it is and jerry rig a mind meld. Yeah. I said that right. Jerry rig a mind meld, figure it out, fix it, and then get the fuck out. And he should wake the fuck up. Rafi's like, no, you really want to go inside him? And she's like, yeah. She's like, why not? It'd be fun. And she's like, how bad could it be? And Rafi's like, it could be pretty fucking bad. And Seven and Rios are like, it can't hurt. Like, they kind of have that, hey, you want to fuck face? Like, hey, I ain't got no board game plans. And he's like, hey, I'm a dirty Mexican. Let's do it. And they said, you know what, fuck it. Let's let Homegirl go in this guy's wine and we'll just go bang it out. So Rios is like, hey, Rafi, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Okay. It's gonna be okay. And she's just like, yeah, no, it's not. It's not gonna be okay. And they just stood there and they talked for like the next, like, I don't know, 2 minutes. And then they're like, all right, you can go in. And we end the episode because, fuck Agnes. Agnes was gone for like the rest of the episode, which was like another like 20 fucking minutes. She's walking down the street in LA in a red dress. But it's not her, it's the Borg Queen. So we're gonna find out what the Borg Queen's gonna do. My guess is that she's gonna do a lot of cocaine and smoke a lot of cigarettes and suck a lot of dick in this next episode. It's going to be great. Yeah, that's the episode. That concludes this week's episode. Jesus Christ. Did it get better? A little with the writing. Did it get better? It got a little better. This one kept my attention. It's just Jesus Christ. Now, okay, so in case you don't know, now you know. They've already put out a teaser for season 3, the final season of Picard. I would love to show it, but I can't because I'll get a copyright strike. And Paramount's pretty pissed off with me anyways. Whatever. Spoiler warning, they're having the entire TNG cast minus Will Wheaton come back for the final season. Now, everybody has the same question that I do. How, like, with Data? My question is, where the fuck is B4? Because that's the only person of, like, Data I can really see coming back. As Brit Spider really coming back as quote-unquote a version of Data. Is if you bring that retarded fuck B4. I said it. That retarded fuck B4 back. I'm so stupid in that fucking movie. I was so happy when they disassembled him in that fucking movie Nemesis. So excited when they disassembled his retarded ass. So yeah. The entire TNG cast is coming back. So you'll have Gates McFadden, Marina Sirius, Jonathan Frakes, LeVar Burton, Michael Dorn. Which, dude, I'm really hoping Michael Dorn has to say it, his prosthetics, because the way they have been having the Klingon prosthetics lately, dude, if they tried that prosthetics on him, they looked horrible. But yeah. They're all coming. Dude, I don't even know how they're gonna do. So yeah, so I'm kind of figuring this season, even though we're almost done with season 2, my prediction, since we got 4 more episodes left. I'm thinking they're all gonna die except for Picard. I really think they're all gonna die because in the season premiere, he sets the auto-destruct on Rios' ship. And so I think that's going to come in for fruition. I think they're all going to die except for Picard. I think Picard's going to be like, oh yeah, remember when Data put that comm badge on me? Heyo. Yeah, exactly. Like yeah. Ugh. So that's my prediction. I think everybody dies this season. Cause how the fuck are you gonna bring back the original cast? When I saw the trailer, they're all in their TNG shit. Or it looks like their first contact uniforms. And I'm like, what the fuck? Because I didn't hear Agnes's voice. Or, maybe one person might still be available. Allison Pill. The only reason why I say this is because she's been having the intercourse with the Borg Queen, and now the Borg Queen is out inside. I can't. This has sounded really sexual. Jesus Christ, Star Trek, what are we doing here? God. Now that the Borg Queen is inside Agnes and they got that interweb, I think Agnes might be the new Borg Queen, and that they might have to kill her. But everybody else, I think, dies. I mean, sadly, I think we're gonna have to say goodbye to Jerry Ryan, 7 of 9. I really think so, folks. That's gonna be a sad episode. That's gonna be a sad review. I might have to play that Boys to Men song. It's so hard to say goodbye. If they kill her, holy fuck. Seriously, yeah, bring back that old decrepit. Dude, they all look old, man. I just showed you what fucking Brit Spider and the fucking John. Dude, they both old. Marina Sirtis, she really hasn't aged. Well, Gates McFadden, she's aged a little. She's aged beautifully. She looks good. She looks good. I follow her on Twitter. She looks good. LeVar Burton, he needs to die the first episode. Just kill Jordy off. Just bring him back and kill him. And be like, oops, that was an accident. Just kill him. There you go. Like, this makes no sense on how you're gonna bring up this whole bring back the TNG cast. I'm so sorry. I don't see how we're gonna do this. It's like in order this is how I'm gonna see this. You're gonna have to kill everybody off this season in order to get what we want. Like in order to get what they want, which is an old-fashioned. I think it's 10 episodes for season 3. 10 episodes of TNG nostalgia. Now, if they bring back the Enterprise, which one was my favorite out of them? E? No. D? No. Yes. D. If they bring back the D, how about the D? If they bring back the Enterprise D or E, I'll be happy. Even if they, I think, what was it? Was she the? I think she was the E in First Contact. I think, was she the fucking E? Was she E or D? Which one? Fuck, man. Somebody help me out in the chat. Which one was she in First Contact? Because she was beautiful in First Contact. I want to say she was E. Fuck, I don't remember. There's a lot of them. Yeah, we're gonna have Reading Rainbow in space. Jesus fucking Christ! Like, I don't see how you're gonna do this. You're gonna have an old captain sitting there going, number 1. It was the E. Thank you. I was gonna rack my fucking brain too the whole fucking day. But you got John Luke, who's old. You got Jonathan Frakes, who's gained a lot of weight. I don't even know if he could fit in his chair. Could he still fit in the number 1 chair? Could he still fit in his chair in TNG? And Data's dead, so if they make Data B4, could B4 steer the Enterprise? Probably not, because he's fucking retarded. Worf is still probably, what, chief of security? With his old ass. This is sounding good as we're talking this through. Then you got Geordi's old ass. Chief of engineering. My back. And then you got Troy. I sense something. I sense menopause in you. And then you're gonna have fucking Crusher in the goddamn med bay giving everybody hypo sprays for fucking knee joints, arthritis. It's like no more poker games. It'd be cool if you saw him at like a fucking, I don't know, at a house smoking weed, going, "It's for my glaucoma." I'm just saying, I can't wait. I can't wait to see the geriatric prize. The geriatric, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, I can't forget about one for diabetes. The diabetes. It's like, it's like Riker. Your blood sugar count's just a little too high. Here's a spray for that. Shit. It's like before they even beam down for a fucking away team, they're gonna be like, if anybody has any heart, kidney, liver conditions, you guys can't go. If you suffer from dizziness, not this away mission may cause dizziness, nausea, pain in joints. Oh shit. Oh god, I can't wait for this. Is gonna be COVID hyper spray. Shit. If COVID makes it in space, I'm done. I'm done. I'm just saying, yeah, right? This whole crew's gonna need a big supply of defense. Right? Like I'm gonna wait for that episode of Picard season 3 where when they bust out a walker, or they have like wheelchair wars. When you see them all on their little scooters going down the corridors, the 10 forward, you go, oh shit! I wonder if they're gonna bring back Whoopi's old ass and bring her back to 10 forward. Oh no! Oh Lord, I didn't think about that. Jesus, I didn't think about that till now. Oh fuck me, Jesus. Oh my god. Can't wait for season 3. This is gonna be great. Season 2, I'm done with you. Let's move on to the new season. God. This is great shit. Good shit. So let's see. Will Wheaton. I wonder how Will Wheaton feels about this because he wasn't asked. He's like, I'm not important. It's like, no, you're not. You're not important at all. You're a piece of shit. Fucking love it. Fucking love it. God damn it. Oh, man. They can replicate it. They could probably replicate a walker with tennis balls. If a computer replicate me a walker with tennis balls. It'd be seeing the holodecks. It wouldn't be like, what was it back in the day? Sherlock Holmes? You wouldn't have Sherlock Holmes. It'd be Sherlock Holmes, Data, and fucking, or B4 and Jordy up in the nursing home. Who stole whoever's dentures? The mystery of the dentures. Like, why the like, these people are well into their 60s. What do they got? What are they trying to prove? That they still got it? Like, fucking Patrick Stewart's barely holding on, man. Like, Jesus. It's like, god damn. Like, he's barely holding on. Jesus. For real. Like, okay, Michael Dorn, I'm actually kind of okay. Out of the original cast, I will actually say I'm actually happy to. I'm proud to see Michael Dorn come back. But my big concern, just like everybody else with him coming back, is how his prosthetics are gonna look as a Klingon. Like, hopefully that motherfucker kept his prosthetics from TNG and just dust that shit off. Bring it on set and go, I don't want your shit. I want my shit. Like, that's my only big concern with bringing him back is that I want him to have I want his old look back. I don't want them to try to put that nasty ass Discovery prosthetic teeth, whatever the fuck they're doing. No. Leave Michael Dorn the way he is. Leave him the way he is. I need to make that to a hashtag on Twitter. Just don't fuck with him. Even though the series is done, they just wrapped last month. They wrapped up the final season. Fuck. So we'll see how quick they edit this shit, and then they push it out and go, here's your final season. Because this ends in 4 weeks. So it's what we're in. March, April, just in time for Strange New Worlds. Which I will be reviewing. That will be the next Star Trek review. Show review. Yeah. We will be Strange New Worlds. That's been a decision. We've decided. We will be exactly keep Worf. Like, seriously. I really hope to God, like, even Michael Dorn had a say in that. Like, I bet when they asked him, he's like, if I get to look like me, then yeah. If I get to look like what the fuck they're doing, then no. Because think about it, Geordi ain't that hard. He just got to wear them visors. Just got that visor. That's it. Then if you take off his visor, you got them really cool fucking contacts that look like computers. That was the only cool thing I liked about Geordi. He's gonna be. He better not. You fucking Boosh. You shut your mouth. You shut your mouth. If I could slap you, I would. You shut your mouth. He ain't gonna be the first gay one. No. Troy's gonna be the first transgender. Betazoid. Oh wait, we already have that. It's called a trill. Ha! Fun fact, Star Trek fans who are new to this. There are transgenders in Star Trek. We've had them all our whole fucking lifetime. They're called trills. Okay? Fun fact, motherfuckers. Dude, Worf beat that pussy up, man. Are you kidding me? Like, think about it. Worf went from... Okay. I kind of think of, like, Worf and Troy as, like, he kind of did, like, a pity fuck. Kind of like a, hey, you broke up with Riker, so now I'm going to dip my dick at you and look at Riker every day and kind of go, ha ha, I'm banging your girl. So he kind of hit it and quit it. But then once he got on Deep Space Nine, and he started banging out Dax. Fuck. It was great shit. And then he kind of like looked at Ezri and he was like, can't do the short hair. You can go bang out Julian. Go bang out Doctor. He hasn't gotten any. Just say it. Like, dude, that was a rocket couple, Worf and Dax. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Dax. That was a fucked up episode when she died. Speaking of, I am rewatching Deep Space Nine right now for the very beginning. I just finished TNG all over again. Now I'm rewatching Deep Space Nine. Fucking great storylines, man. Dude, I love Dax. Dax, no, fucking Nana Visitor's character, Kira, Major Kira. I met Nana Visitor in person and fucking like I had like a crush from like right then and there. I was like, holy shit. Terry Farrell, she still is hot, Dio. She's who the fuck did she marry? She married somebody in the fucking Star Trek family. I think it was it Leonard Nimoy's son? Because if it was Gene Roddenberry's son, she needs to slap the fuck out of him. But I think she married Leonard Nimoy's son? Fuck. Oh, dude, the Dominion angle was fucking sick. Oh my god. Oh my god, Boosh, if you like the Dominion angle, you should fucking download Star Trek Online. That is my new crack. That is like you on ESO. That's me on Star Trek Online last night. Yeah, that's my version of ESO right now. For the Battle of the Board. Anyhow, okay, so to sum up, out of this episode out of 10, I'm gonna give this one only because there were certain things that I really did like. I did like I did like the last 10 minutes with Soon and his daughter trying to when she figured out what everything was and she put pieces together. That was really great. I did like the party routine. I did, this whole PTS flashback shit. We need to solve these mommy issues because I'm getting irritated with it. No offense to Mom. It's not her fault. It's your son's. He's working through it. We're working through it, apparently. Why we couldn't do this originally in TNG? Whatever. But I'm gonna give it a 7. I'm gonna give it a 7 this week. Just because there were certain things that Jonathan Frakes did directing wise that was just like, okay, you put that old camera angles back there. It's none of this J.J. Abrams bullshit where every fucking scene has a lens flare. This is him doing what he does best. He gives you a Star Trek episode. He's gonna give it to you as best as he possibly can, even though he knows the writing shit. But he's gonna do the best that he can. Oh, nice, man. Yeah, Lord, I just started it last night. I'm doing the TNG. I'm doing the I think I'm on the Klingon fucking missions right now. I'm almost done with the Klingon missions and moving on. But then I think I'm gonna do I think I want to try the First Contact shit before it goes away. Because after all, First Contact Day was couple days ago. Happy belated First Contact Day, everybody. Usually I would watch that movie, but instead I was hanging out with my best friends online. Bro, you've been on since 2016? I tip my cap to you, sir. I tip my cap to you. The Orville. I believe the Orville comes back next month, which I will be reviewing. I will be doing reviews of the Orville. I'm hoping that they do it weekly. I'm really hoping they don't fucking drop it all at once, because then that's going to be really fucking difficult for me to fucking review. But yeah, I think the Orville comes back next month or soon. Soon the Orville comes back, so there's a lot. This channel's going to be blowing up a little bit. So we're going to have Star Trek Picard. We're going to have this review. And then after that, we're going to do Strange New Worlds. And then after that, we're going to be doing the Orville. And then after that, Lindsay and I, we will be doing House of Dragons, Game of Thrones reviews. Yeah. I'm not doing Lord of the Rings. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't watch a show that an author that I really enjoyed as a kid reading his books. I can't watch that show. Plus, that show looks horrible. Can't do it. Won't do Lord of the Rings review. So I leave that up to like the big boys of like Nerdrotic and them, and I'll leave that to them. Yeah, it's gonna be on HBO. Yeah, it's gonna be on HBO. Yeah, Boosh, go for it, bro. Yeah, you can totally join us with that. But nice, dude. Lord, see, I was born and raised in San Francisco, so I'm a San Francisco Giants fan. So when I found out Cisco was a Giants fan, I was like, my man, this is gonna be a good show. This is why he's like my favorite commander slash captain when he earned the ranks. Fucking earned his ranks. But like, hey, like I said, yeah. a lot of reviews are gonna be it comes back in June. Okay, oh yeah. Yeah, I couldn't remember because they kept pushing the date back for the Orville. It's like technically we're supposed to have already had the Orville, but you know, it's Seth MacFarlane, he can do whatever the fuck he wants. Real Bezos, really? He's a fan? Yeah, really? If he's such a fan, then he wouldn't let this show happen. He wouldn't let this show happen right now. Obviously, by looking at the trailer and looking at nobody read those books. Nobody read them. It's like if you were to read a chapter, holy shit, that's like an episode. Like the fact that I don't even know how many seasons they already were supposed. They said they're supposed to do this shit, and I'm already off before I even got on. I was excited when I heard that they were doing Lord of the Rings. I was like, cool. I was like, I enjoyed the books, loved the movies, like all 3 movies plus The Hobbit, loved them. Let's see what they do in the show. See the first trailer, I was like, and I'm done. Seriously. So yeah, like I said, so yeah, we're gonna do our Star Trek Picard reviews, and then we're gonna jump into Strange New Worlds when that premieres in May, whatever. Oh, actually, I did lie. I am doing one more review. I'm not doing Moon Knight only because there's so much shit going on in Moon Knight that it'll be a little hard to review, and a lot of that, yeah. There's a lot of comic references that I would have to go. It'd be a rabbit hole and a half. So I'm just enjoying it. I'm actually quite enjoying Moon Knight. So I'm not gonna do Moon Knight. What other shit did I just say? What was I? Let's see. Doing Card, Strange New Worlds, Obi-Wan. That's the other one. I'll be reviewing that. We're gonna see if Ewan McGregor. We're gonna see if Ewan McGregor still got it. So yeah, we're gonna be finishing up Picard once they're fucking done. They're gonna be moving on to Strange New Worlds. So we're gonna move on to Obi-Wan, Orville. Jesus, this is gonna be an impactful summer. Several shit. There's a lot of shit coming out. And on top of that, so I'll be doing double duty. So I'll be streaming I'll either be streaming in the mornings before I go to work or as soon as I get home from work for my reviews. Then, starting in May, I'll be doing my reviews pretty much probably after I get off of work, and then I'll be switching over to Black Death Gaming, my other channel, and doing Evil Dead. So, May 13th, that's Friday the 13th. That would be a Friday. That Thursday, we'll do a Star Trek Picard review. And then May 13th, that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all 3 days, I'm going to be over on Black Death Gaming streaming Evil Dead. And Losing my fucking mind on that game. Right? Right? I'm bet you and McGregor still got it. It's like I'm curious to see how they're gonna bring Hayden Christensen, how Darth Vader's gonna come into this, because I know we're supposed to have, yeah, and Friday the 13th that day. Fuck me, that's gonna be a long day. It's gonna be a fun day. um, but I know they're supposed to have another big lightsaber battle. So I'm just really curious to see how this whammon that I keep seeing in the trailers is gonna be brought into fruition. Hopefully she's not too big of a bitch. Hopefully she's tolerable. I'm if not, then she can go fuck herself. So I was gonna do a Morbius like review, and yeah, I haven't even seen it yet. I don't even know if I will. I'll probably wait. I don't know. Yeah, I was gonna shit, Jeff. That's actually a good idea. I do need to. Okay, I do need to rewatch season 1 and 2 of The Orville just to kind of do a refresher course to get ready for the new season. Because I remember in season 2 a lot of shit happened. Oh my god, and the guest stars that they had on there, man. No, I haven't heard anything good about Morbius as well. A buddy of mine went and saw it, and he's a huge Morbius fan, like to the point where he has it as a tattoo, and he was very disappointed. So if he was disappointed, then I know I'll be disappointed. So yeah. Well, who's next? Who's up next? We had what, Morbius, and then what? We have Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Mindfucks. And then Miss Marvel. Only way I'll review Miss Marvel is somebody pays me to do a review of Miss Marvel. If you pay me, I will review Miss Marvel. And on top of that, I will rewatch Captain Marvel and do a review on it. But you gotta pay me. Somebody asked me on Twitter if I'd be willing to rewatch Captain Marvel, and I was like, if you fucking pay me. I know! You know what? I kind of hope they bring Bruce Willis, man, because I mean, they could shorten his lines a little bit on the Orville. I loved him. He was a good flower. I loved him as a flower. Like, once I found out it was Bruce Willis, fucking, like, was it, like, him? Who else was in there, dude? Oh my god. Rob Lowe? Like, dude. They had a great fucking cameos, man. Bruce Willis, yeah, killed it. And I don't know about Yaphet, though. I don't know if they were able to get all of Norm Macdonald's stuff before he passed. So I don't know how that's going to work with Yaphet. That's the big question, how they're going to do that with Yaphet. Because I don't know if Norm was able to do his stuff before he passed or what. So that's going to be a question mark to look forward to in the season. Oh yeah, dude. DL, I could have told you that like Scarlet was gonna be the main character of Doctor Strange. This is her movie. Like, this is the reason why they're gonna sell tickets is because it says Doctor Strange. But technically this is the WandaVision. This is WandaVision. Yeah, oh man. How many guest stars did they have on the Orville? They had some pretty good guest stars on the Orville, man. Fuck, they had a grip. They had a, Victor Garber? And I gotta try to think. Robert Picardo, yeah, he was on the fucking Orville. He was Alara's dad, I think. Which I heard her character's coming back. the chick that was like really, really fucking strong that could open up a jar of pickles. Because I know Robert Picardo's on this season. I think he's on a couple, like 1 or 2 episodes this upcoming season. Oh yeah, like Phase 4. What is Phase 4? Let's see. Wanda gets her movie. She got a TV show that sucked. I only liked it up until the 80s, and then everything just sucked. Miss Marvel's technically going to be Captain Marvel 2. The Marvels is going to be the shocking, like, epic conclusion. Thor Love and Thunder is just going to be fucking trash. If we haven't even got a trailer for it yet. Oh boy, that tells you how bad that's gonna be. If you haven't even got a trailer for that movie yet. Let's see. The Batman comes on HBO Max sometime this month, so if you didn't see it in theaters, you get to see it on HBO Max. And vengeance. God damn it. That movie was shit. And I love Batman. I love Batman. Like, this motherfucker's all about goddamn walls. I love the Cape Crusader, and I'm vengeance. It's just straight, I'm retarded. That's what he looks like. That's what he sounded like. I'm supposed to be a brawler. I'm a stupid fucker. Yeah, he's stupid. He's fucking stupid. Stupid. That movie was stupid. The guy who played the Riddler was just whatever. Colin Farrell was kick-ass as the Penguin. Just kick-ass. But yeah, that was a great episode of Star Trek Picard this week. I'm not gonna. Next week, I have no idea what's gonna happen because they don't even show previews. Like, the only way for me to watch a preview is to watch The Ready Room with Will Wheaton, and I refuse to. So I'm going into every week raw. I have no idea. So as soon as I come home and fire up my computer and I go, okay, here we go. And then it goes previously. I go, oh yay. Yeah. So we'll see what happens next week with the Devil in the Red Dress, because I have a feeling we're gonna see. I have a feeling Star Trek's about to show something that we don't want to see, which is Alison Pill's character Agnes sucking dick. It's L.A. She's in downtown L.A. in a red dress. She looks like a hooker. She doesn't have any money. The Borg Queen's in control. Some dude's gonna look at her and be like, hey, for $200, you suck my dick. She's like, okay. Watch. We're probably gonna see that next week. So brace yourselves. Alright, with that, I am going to end this stream. You guys live long and prosper. I hope everybody has a great night. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button if you didn't on your way out tonight. Share the stream out, because we've been, actually, honestly, we've been getting. Yeah, yeah, actually, somebody see if Jesse's awake in the group chat and see if he's up for a StreamYard. See how his computer's doing. The fuck, I lost train of thought. Yeah, yeah, share the stream out, like, wherever you guys are, because we've been getting a lot of good reviews, and we've been getting a lot of new people to the streams, which has been great. So thanks everybody for once again for like coming in, hitting the thumbs up, liking, helping me brave through this every week, because you guys are great. You guys are fucking great. Without you, I would probably, I don't know, I'd be a fucking horrible, like, Trekkie mess. But, yeah. You guys have a great night. I will see you guys next Thursday. Keep the notifications on. If I'm not on here, actually for like probably this weekend, I will be on Black Death Gaming. I will be doing some more Assassin's Creed story mode because we're getting into some good shit. So yeah, I'll probably be doing that this weekend. Other than that, I will see you guys next Thursday. Laters.